Oh, honey, your silly koala comment today is going to be the example, and it's going to be the thing that makes me money. But first, I'm going to start with telling creators that have tens of thousands of followers that you blocked them. Nobody cares, honey. Nobody cares. But it is very, very interesting to me, the small-mindedness of people who think that the people that give the threat briefs are negative all the time, and that studying the bad guys is a bad thing. So in intelligence school, in spy school, oh yeah, I'm betting I have more military experience in one of my ovaries than this bro has in his whole shrivelly little man body. Carrying on. In military intelligence school, they warn us about this. They literally tell us, nobody's going to like you. I call the people that talk about the negatives professional Cassandras. And we do a very, very important service. Because you know what? We don't keep you safe by only studying the positives and the good guys. It's cute. It's cute. It's silly. And everyone in the unit ends up not liking the intelligence officer that much because you're talking about the negatives. And we're okay with that because we know that we are keeping you alive. Yeah. We're okay with you being a silly little koala. But what's the most fun for me is that straight white bros like yourself are so mad. You're so hot and bothered by the fact that I make my whole career, and I pay myself quite well, knitting and talking about bad guys. Because y'all have lined up for a decade to tell me that it wouldn't work. And it works so well. And your little negative Nancy comments make me just as much money as the good ones. So, to you I say, sir, have a day. And to my audience I say that this shutdown of don't bring up a problem unless you have a solution, no, that's a thought-stopping cliche from the cult of capitalism and America. And it's silly. Silly koalas. The person that briefs the negative and briefs the threat doesn't usually come up with the solution. These bros love to be like, oh yeah, you're a scholar of bad groups? Okay, what about good groups? I don't know, bro. I don't study those. I tear things down and cut them open and track patterns and tactics. And that's very useful when you're trying to protect yourself from the negatives. So, absolutely no one went out and got you and told you to be here. And this is not an airport. You don't have to announce your departure. Have a day. I'm Daniella, scholar of cults, extreme groups, and extremely bad leadership. I wrote a book called Uncultured about growing up in the Children of God religious cult and going into the cult of the U.S. Army. It's not a positive book, but it is quite a good book. It has a 4.9 rating on Audible, and Goodreads just recommended it for Women's History Month right next to Michelle Obama's. You can get signed copies attached here. It's also on Spotify Premium and anywhere else you get your audiobooks.